What's going on, you guys? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringle here, and I am back on the channel with a reaction video today, as we're going to be reacting to the worst Formula One car crashes of the last 10 years from 2010 to 2020. Want to see what made the list? It's a top 10 list. I'm going to put the link down in the description below to this video in general, so you guys can watch it. If you don't want my commentary over it, or if you just want to check it out for yourself, I'm going to put a link down in the description for you. But let's get on into this video, and let's see what this gentleman's top 10 worst crashes from 2010 to 2020 are. So let's get on into this video in 3, 2, 1, go.
Top 10 biggest F1 crashes 2010
Top 10 biggest F1 crashes. Let's see if
you're gonna see flying cars, explosions, shattered vehicles, and dead pilots.
Okay. So the fact that they've thrown that out, I'm going to throw out the if you are under the age of 18, just viewer discretion is advised, because this is going to be a rough video to watch. So just viewer discretion is advised. I'm putting that out there. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds. If you don't want to watch the video, please turn this off now. All right, let's get on to this video. 3, 2, 1, let's start it up again.
Warning you, this video contains graphic content.
I at least appreciate that they...
in Chandok, Monaco 2010.
Truly and Chandok.
The opponent was never so literally as it happened at the 2010 Monaco Grand Prix.
Monaco's always known for good crashes.
Trulli and Indian pilot Karun Chandok were involved in one of the most shocking crashes, as one car brutally ran over the other.
God, back when the halo wasn't there. Oh my God. That is horrible.
Returning the recast corner of the famous
Rascash, you jackass.
4 laps to go. It was at that point that Trulli's Lotus went past Chandok.
Why is there always compilation videos and they can't get the pronunciation of either names or corners right? Like, I swear it's annoying sometimes. I know I screw it up sometimes, but like, if you're gonna do a compilation video, at least get names right.
Chandok's HRT interior. However, what the pilot hadn't foreseen was that he would run out of space as Chandok turned in. The ensuing event was terrible. Both F1 cars collided, and Trulli rose above Chandok's right side and jumped over his head.
Jeez. Back when you didn't have the halos, God, that could have been so much worse.
Things had started to heat up.
Oh, that was when Trulli was racing at McLaren. I forgot.
Number 9, crash at the start, Belgium.
Oh, this is
without a doubt the most difficult moment.
I totally forgot about this one.
Romain Grosjean knows it only too well. The French pilot caused a horrific chain crash just at
Oh no, I didn't forget this one. I thought they were talking about Belgium earlier on. I don't know why I thought that, since it wasn't.
It all started when Grosjean's Lotus moved up quickly to the inside of La Source, but in doing so, the pilot squeezed Lewis Hamilton's McLaren between himself and the pit wall.
God, back when Romain Grosjean literally had about the spatial awareness of a cannonball. Like, he literally, it almost seemed like he didn't have the brakes on his car. Like, he just constantly was causing crashes. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the crash that ends up suspending him for a race after this.
The wheels made
but like, look at all the damage he caused.
Grosjean bumped into the back of Perez's car and became airborne. He dramatically bounced off Alonso's Ferrari, missing Alonso's head by a few inches.
Fernando is so lucky there.
The pilot for the historical British team got fined $63,000 and was banned from the Italian Grand Prix.
Yep.
How chilling. Hey, if you believe this
was
an extreme crash,
so silly. Like, he made such silly mistakes.
It put an end to the career of a great pilot. Number 8, Rosberg and Karthikeyan, Abu Dhabi 2012. Many times a car accident may not be the driver's fault.
I remember this crash.
Karthikeyan experienced this situation as his
Narain Karthikeyan, back when he was racing with HRT.
This would have been just
HRT was the slowest car in Formula One at that time. Like, absolutely the slowest.
If it hadn't been for the fact that he got the German Nico Rosberg's Mercedes off the track. The car shot
so
away.
slow.
Both
And
pilots
he was,
were-
if I remember correctly, Karthikeyan was getting blue flags, didn't move out of the way, and Rosberg was expecting him to move and
on
didn't.
lap 9 at the Yas Marina circuit when suddenly Narain's car slowed down on a high-speed corner due to a problem with the hydraulic pressure. Rosberg, who was behind, didn't have enough time to dodge Narain, so he was launched into the air, landing a lot of inches away noisily and crashing into the barriers.
That could have ended up so much worse.
Straight over him. Quite scary because I just saw blue sky. That's all I saw.
It was such a serious collision, the wheels of both cars came off, leaving scattered wreckage. But as luck would have it, both pilots walked away unscathed.
Thank God. That one could have ended up so
Number
much
7,
worse.
Alonso and Gutierrez, Australia 2016.
No, yes.
Not even the Spanish racing driver and two-time world
Oh
champion
my God,
Fernando
this
Alonso
one
is safe from
freaked
this
me out because I
turbulent
was
top
watching
10.
this
He had a
live
brush
when it
with
happened.
death at the 2016 Australian Grand Prix as his McLaren crashed into the Mexican Esteban Gutierrez's Haas when approaching to turn 3 on lap 18 at the Albert Park circuit. Gutierrez was drifting gently from the middle of the track to the outside as Alonso switched positions, and the McLaren's right front wheel tagged the left rear of the Haas.
Like, he was coming up so quick, and like Esteban Gutierrez like almost seemed to brake too early. Like, that's just so weird to me. Like, that's such a
Alonso's racing car
God,
immediately
Fernando
lost
was
one
so
wheel
lucky.
and crashed into the wall, reaching the gravel trap where he rolled over twice, bounced off the ground. and
Yeah, this
eventually
was so
stopped face
scary.
down.
Even to see it in
Believe
slow
or not,
motion, it
the
was
Spaniard
so
walked away
scary.
safe and sound, but this accident scared him out of his wits.
That I'm super happy and I'm alive. You know, I'm talking to you, and this is also thankful for to the FIA.
Yeah,
Number
lucky.
6, Maldonado and Gutierrez, Bahrain,
Gutierrez, 2 in a row. Nice job there, bud.
2014.
No wonder why he's not in Formula
First
One
move on the
anymore.
track may mark the future of your career, as it happened to Pastor Maldonado at the 2014 Bahrain Grand Prix. After exiting his pit stop at the first corner on lap 40, Maldonado crashed into the right rear wheel of the Mexican pilot Esteban Gutierrez's Sauber.
Crash Door Maldonado. I think that's the name he started getting. Was because he was constantly doing this, where he have stupid mistakes that caused wrecks and cost the team money.
Crashed such a big disaster, he was the first pilot to be awarded 3 penalty points for a single accident, no less. The officials also decided to impose an additional 5-place grid penalty on Maldonado for the competition in China later in the same year.
I didn't realize he got penalized so much for that crash.
Number 5, Marcus Ericsson, Italy, 2018.
Oh
After
man.
losing control, there you are, Marcus Ericsson's dreadful accident. The Swedish pilot scared people to death in the first minute of the day's second practice for the 2018 Italian Grand Prix.
And scared that track marshal there probably too. Guy probably needed a change of like overalls, underwear, and all sorts of other stuff after this. Seeing a Alfa Romeo or Sauber at the time, seeing a Sauber hit the wall like it did and just come tumbling straight at you.
The session had just started at the Monza circuit when his Sauber was approaching the chicane in the final stretch.
If I remember
at 220
correctly,
miles per hour, but it turned off the track
I think his
because
brakes.
The DRS failed to close under
Oh,
braking.
that's right. It was the DRS
consequence,
failed to close.
A serious collision between Ericsson and the wall, making his car fly into the air and roll over.
My
Of
gosh.
course, after seeing the racing car utterly shattered, they feared the worst, but luckily, the pilot walked away unscathed.
That's the safety of these cars nowadays. Like, it's just the amount of technology that has gone into safety in Formula One. That's why we don't see, the near death crashes that we used to in the past.
The event was also red flagged, so all the cars had to stop to check if the circuit was totally fine to carry on with the practice.
To be able to walk away from it and feel fully fit to drive today, it's quite incredible.
Thankfully,
Yeah,
everything
no
was
shit.
just a fright.
Like, that is amazing. He was
Number
able
4,
to.
Maldonado and Chilton, Monaco 2013.
Maldonado and Chilton.
Pastor Maldonado is involved in an accident once again. This pilot is the
I
F1
totally
crash
forgot
king.
about
But
this
time,
one.
It wasn't his fault. It was the British Max Chilton's fault. The rookie pilot was driving his Marussia on lap 45 of the Monte
God,
Carlo
Marussia,
circuit
another
at the
slow one at the
2013
time.
Monaco Grand Prix.
Because you got to remember that Marussia was like They didn't have the KERS system, because this is when Formula One was running KERS, and they didn't have it. Like, so they were extremely slow.
As he hit Maldonado's Williams and sent it into the tayback barriers. The car suffered such a hard hit, the damaged part came off and blocked the track. At the same time, Jules Bianchi, who was following both pilots and another Marussia, ended up crashing into the barrier. So Gietta Vandergaard's Carterham had to stop to avoid the wreckage. Fortunately, none of them were
jackass.
Injured, though this situation brought out the red flag, and the responsible pilot received a penalty. Number
Good
3,
Lord, Weber.
Oh,
yes.
Europe 2010.
This one is gnarly.
I tell you this car is able to fly? Well, it did
so gnarly.
At the 2010
Absolutely
European
so
Grand Prix.
gnarly.
Mark Webber was driving a Red Bull at 190 miles per hour on lap 10 at the Valencia Street
Kovalainen was...
The Australian pilot
like,
wanted
what was he doing?
Kovalainen's Lotus. So in his attempt, Webber misjudged his move and made his right front wheel crash the back.
Webber didn't misjudge anything. Kovalainen should have been moving. He's in a much slower car. You could almost see, like, it looked like he was going to make the move and then didn't. Like, oh my God, so silly.
The following occurrence was an extreme action scene. The impact launched the RBR team's car into the air upright,
somersaulted,
violently, losing its wheels and spoiler along the way to finally crash into the tire barrier.
I am telling you, Mark Webber was so lucky at this time not to have actually had an injury
Number 2,
having his car go as fast as it was into the barriers.
Bahrain 2020. As you already watched in this video, this is not the first accident Romain Grosjean is involved with.
Yep.
But it could have been the last one. The French pilot cheated
He is
death
so
at the 2020
lucky.
Bahrain Grand Prix as his
So
car caught on
lucky.
fire after crashing. Everything seemed to go well on the first lap at the secure race until his Haas clipped Daniel Kvyat's AlphaTauri.
Daniel Kvyat
completely lost control at turn 3. As Romain was driving,
Roman was just trying to make a move and just did not. Again, spatial awareness of a cannonball. You know, luckily we can say that now, but like, just has no idea that Kvyat's there. And, like, didn't look, apparently. There's no way he looked.
At 137 miles per hour, he went right into a metal barrier, and the car exploded into a fireball after splitting in two. The picture was unspeakable. Luckily,
it's still so amazing to me.
And was transferred by an ambulance. A while later, his team notified that he had suffered hand and ankle burns and said that he would need psychological help to recover from the trauma. On that day...
Yeah, no shit. He needed psychological help. Like, to literally live through that is just amazing. Like, it's totally amazing that, you know, someone was able to survive such a horrific accident like Roman did here.
He definitely rose from the ashes. All right, are you all set? Then let's
that's why you got the name the Phoenix, because he rose from the ashes there, like, which was really cool.
Number 1, Jules Bianchi.
Okay. I'm debating. Because unfortunately, I know what this is. We all know what this is if you are a Formula One fan. We all know that this is the crash that basically took the life of Jules Bianchi while racing for Marussia at the time. I'm going to blur out this part of the video if I can. If not, you're going to see a weird jump to the end of the video. But I'm going to blur this out as best as I can for those of you who do or do not want to watch this, because I'm assuming that we are going to see some of the videos that fans shot that day, that showed what happened. So let's watch this if we can.
Japan 2014. The risky part about entering an extreme competition like Formula One is that any accident may take the pilot's life, like it tragically happened to the French pilot Jules Bianchi. He was driving his Marussia at the
God, I would have loved to have seen what Jules could have done had he gotten the Ferrari. He was in the Ferrari Academy. I would have loved to have seen what he could have done had he been given an actual piece of machinery that could race around the track and be competitive. Like, I really want to know how good he could have been.
14 Japanese Grand Prix in awful weather conditions, which is why the competitor Adrian Sutil for Sauber crashed at the Suzuka circuit and attracted rain to take away his stricken.
Because I believe I know what's coming next. If I can fast forward through this, let me see if I can. Okay, there. So you don't have to watch the video. I have seen it. It has come up on YouTube, unfortunately, before. It is extremely hard to watch. So that's why I've skipped it here.
Lose control of his racing car and hit the rear.
Man, they're going to show it again. There we go.
He has brain damage, and he fell into a deep coma ever since. However, he died 9 months later.
Yeah.
Sadly, he...
Why are we showing it a third time, dude? Come on, man. Like, that's just messed up. Like, how do you show that video three... Like, one time is enough. Like, golly. Like, that's just, like, glorifying that. That's disgusting. Like, how do you show that 3 times? Like, and that's why I fast-forwarded it all 3 times. But, like, that is by far the worst crash between 2010 and 2020. Like, that, I absolutely agree with. But, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of this top 10 list we just took a look at. Are there some crashes that maybe they forgot about? Let me know that in the comment section down below. Guys, as always, slap a like on these videos. Helps this video get out to more and more Formula 1 fans who would like to see reaction videos to Formula 1. So, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It would mean the world. And, guys, hit that subscribe button. We are on a goal to 1,000 subscribers this year. And we are going to be doing the greatest day in motorsports for the 2nd year in a row. We are going to be watching the Monaco Grand Prix, and then we're going to watch the Indy 500. We are going to be reacting to it all. But guys, you have to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see that. We're going to have so much to do on that day. We're going to have ways you can donate, ways you can win potentially in a giveaway. I'm just going to say there's going to be a giveaway during that live stream, so hit that subscribe button and make sure you guys are watching for that video. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringel, signing off.